Hello and welcome back to ROADTRIpVIA, the road trip ready trivia quiz made to be played in the car. Today's episode is number 794, the category Friday Night Pub Quiz number 9. This is a 21 question random knowledge trivia quiz where the questions can come from any category and there's a good mix of easy, medium, and hard levels of difficulty. This is a fun one today, so get ready and let's get started with question number 1. Engelbert Humperdinck composed an opera about two small children from a story by the Brothers Grimm. What were the names of these two small children who foil the plans of a witch who wanted to eat them? Made popular by the Brothers Grimm, these two small children were Hansel and Gretel. Question number 2. Referring to the opening of buds, flowers, and the earth during spring in the northern hemisphere, which month of the year got its name from the Latin word that means to open? The name of what month comes from Latin and means to open? The word is aperio. The month is April. Question number 3. A condition where a membrane swells against the eye's cornea, the acute form of conjunctivitis, is commonly known as what condition that is highly contagious, so students who catch it are often sent home? This colorful condition is called pink eye. Question number 4. Also a term used to describe any advantageous position. In auto racing, what is the name for the front row on the inside of the first bend of the track that is given to the driver with the best time trial? What is that term? That is known as pole position. Question number 5. When graphed algebraically, these have identical slopes. In geometry, vertical lines placed close together denote this property. What is this term for these kind of lines that never touch? If two lines run together forever and never touch, they must be parallel. Parallel is the answer. Question number 6. It was originally supposed to be accompanied by the Speedwell, but that ship couldn't make the voyage. It left England in September and arrived at Cape Cod in November of 1620. What is the name of this ship used by the Pilgrims? That ship was called the Mayflower. Question number 7. The 7th day of what month in 1941 was a date which will live in infamy because it was the month during World War II in which Pearl Harbor on the island of Oahu, Hawaii, was bombed by the Japanese? The date which will live in infamy was the 7th of December. Question number 8. The modern form was invented in New Orleans sometime around 1820. What is the name of this card game that has several varieties such as Stud, Draw, Omaha, and Texas Hold'em? Texas Hold'em probably gave it away. The answer is poker. Question number 9. He was King of Aragon. She sat on the throne of Castile. Who are these two monarchs that funded the Italian explorer Christopher Columbus's voyage to the New World in the year 1492? We need both names of these monarchs. You don't have to say the number behind their name, just Ferdinand and Isabella. Question number 10. In Scandinavian mythology, what is the name for the series of events and catastrophes that will ultimately lead to the end of the world, culminating in a final battle between the gods and the demons and giants, ending in the death of the gods? In Scandinavian mythology, the end of the world is known as Ragnarok. Question 11. Many chose this path to the Americas because they were poor and unable to afford passage. What name is given to servants who agreed to work for a certain number of years, often 7, and then given their freedom? The term we're looking for is indentured servants. Question number 12. The capital version of the letter can be used to denote osmotic pressure and the product of several quantities. What is this Greek letter whose lowercase version denotes the ratio between a circle's diameter and circumference, approximately 3.14? The Greek letter we're looking for here is pi. Question number 13. After he hit 5 total home runs during the 1977 World Series, the New York Yankees slugger Reggie Jackson secured his place in the Baseball Hall of Fame and became known as Mr. What? The World Series is in the month of October. He was known as Mr. October. Question number 14. A cowboy riding an ostrich, an elephant with polka dots, a boat that can't float, and a lion with wings are members of what group found on an island featured in a television adaptation of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? What is the name of that group? They had their own island. They were the island of Misfit Toys. Question number 15. This spice is often added to a glass of eggnog. Its outer skin is dried to make another spice called mace. What is this type of evergreen tree that lends itself to a nickname of Connecticut? The spice we're looking for is called nutmeg. Question number 16. Only one king of England has had this name, and he is known for signing the Magna Carta in 1215. What is this name, also the name of the 4th book of the New Testament in the Bible? He signed the Magna Carta in 1215. The answer is King John. John is the answer. Question number 17. In Doom 3, it is the planet where the headquarters of the UAC research team is located. In Total Recall, the same planet gets an atmosphere. What is the name of this planet positioned between Earth and the asteroid belt? The answer is Mars. Question number 18. What term describes both the cholesterol-containing mass that accumulates on the linings of arteries, causing blockage, or the bacterial cells that accumulate on the surface of teeth, causing cavities? One term, two definitions. What is that term? The word we're looking for is plaque. Question number 19. What is 555 feet high, located at the western end of the National Mall, shaped like an Egyptian obelisk, and is the tallest structure in the District of Columbia? Located in Washington, D.C., it is the Washington Monument. And question 20. In England and Canada, this holiday is the day after Christmas and marked a time when the gentry gave servants gifts. What is this day whose name comes from the containers the gifts were given in? In the UK, this is an easy question. In America, it's almost unheard of. The answer is Boxing Day. Boxing Day is the name of December 26th. Alright, that wraps up today's quiz. Thank you for watching today's episode of Road TRIpVIA. This was number 794, Friday Night Pub Quiz number 9. We do have a question 21 tiebreaker coming up in just a second if you need that. If not, thank you for watching. Make sure you follow along on Facebook. We're also on Instagram and Twitter. And be sure you subscribe to us here on YouTube. We have over 1,500 quizzes just like this. Follow along. We're always adding more. All right. Let's do question 21, the tiebreaker. Whoever gets closest to the correct number is going to win the point. King Edward VIII is the only British monarch to have voluntarily abdicated the throne, renouncing it on December 10, 1936 to marry the twice-divorced American socialite Bessie Wallace Simpson. How many days was he the king? King Edward VIII was only the king for 325 days. Whoever got closest to 325 is going to win the point. If there was a tie after question 20, whoever just got that point just won the whole game. Congratulations. Thank you for watching. See you on the next trip.